So, you're thinking about leasing a Tesla, right? Maybe you're already in one. Either way, you're probably wondering, can I buy out my Tesla lease? Great question. Let's dive in. Now, this isn't your typical, boring car lease talk. We're gonna cut through the jargon and give you the straight dope on whether Tesla plays ball when it comes to lease buyouts. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk about why leasing a car, especially a Tesla, is becoming increasingly popular. It's like having a really cool tech gadget. You get to enjoy the latest features without the long-term commitment. Plus, with electric vehicles, technology is evolving at lightning speed. Leasing lets you stay ahead of the curve. But what happens when you fall in love with your Tesla? You want to keep it, right? That's where the buyout option usually comes in. With most car leases, you can typically purchase the car at the end of the lease term for a predetermined price. But is Tesla different? Well, that's where things get interesting. In the grand scheme of car leasing, Tesla has always been a bit of an outlier. They do things their own way. And when it comes to lease buyouts, they've made some pretty significant changes. Let's rewind a bit. Not too long ago, Tesla actually did offer lease buyouts. It was a pretty standard process. You reached the end of your lease, calculated the buyout price, and if you wanted to keep the car, you'd shell out the cash. Simple, right? But then, things changed. Tesla decided to phase out lease buyouts for newer models. That's right, if you leased a Tesla after a certain date, chances are you won't be able to buy it at the end of your lease. This policy shift sent shockwaves through the Tesla community. So, why did Tesla make this move? Well, there are a few theories floating around. Some people think it's a strategy to keep the used Tesla market tight, driving up resale values. Others believe it's a way to encourage customers to upgrade to newer models, keeping Tesla's revenue stream flowing. Whatever the reason, it's a significant change that affects Tesla leaseholders. So, what are your options if you can't buy out your lease? Well, you could return the car and walk away, or you could explore early lease termination. But these options usually come with penalties. Now, there's a glimmer of hope for some Tesla leaseholders. If you leased your Tesla before the buyout cutoff date, you might still be able to purchase it. But don't get too excited just yet. There are specific conditions and calculations involved. To make matters even more complex, Tesla's lease terms and policies can change. So, what was true yesterday might not be true today. That's why it's crucial to read the fine print of your lease agreement carefully. So, to sum it up, Tesla used to offer lease buyouts, but that's no longer the case for most models. If you're considering leasing a Tesla, make sure you understand the lease terms, including whether or not you can buy the car at the end of the lease. And if you're currently leasing a Tesla and want to buy it, do your research and be prepared for potential hurdles. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.